Hey everyone, it's Ryan1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age, and this is the final mission in the persistent campaign, the Molniya Strike Group. This is Shadow of the Enterprise, and it's called that because we are trying to escape the Enterprise, who's going to launch an air attack against us most likely, as we try to get into this territorial waters here. There is an air base. Let's take a look. Let's see. Yep, no aircraft. Let's take a look at our briefing here. Yeah, so Enterprise is very far off to the west. We've just got to go up here to get to that force, that zone, and then there's a Pakistani force, possible submarines, surface group, and some other ships, so we'll have to fight our way through. We are kind of screwed in some ways because of the persistence in this campaign and my playing of the campaign. We have this guy here. They may look alright on the exterior, however, in the previous mission, this was the Chagos Gambit. Let's see here. Okay, Enterprise is at reduced capacity. Okay, good. 50% capacity. Nice. Alright. So, Chagos Gambit, what that pop-up was alluding to was an interception of supply convoys or supply ships going back and forth to the Enterprise. And we sunk additional supply ships, which I guess has reduced the capacity for Enterprise to fire off her air wing with more attack aircraft. But part of that was we've got this guy who took 2 harpoon hits, and if we look at the damage, yeah, you can see things aren't great. So she's basically out of the fight. We'll see if she can do something, but I think it's got one SAN, one launcher working. Yeah, RBUs work, torpedoes don't. Some of the guns work, none of the CWAs work. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. If anything, she'll be a nice candidate for a missile sponge if we have to go that route. Basically, the whole mission is get Petropavlovsk to that zone, and so we'll tackle this in bits here. We've got ASW threat potentially, we've got a surface threat, and then we've got the air threat that's going to arrive when the aircraft sortie from Enterprise. We also have this spy ship here, so we'll see if we can put them to use. Maybe they can just be a picket to pick up the emissions from the aircraft as they're coming from the west. Of course, we have K-184. If you see here, none of the missiles are left because in the Chagos Gambit we wasted, I think, all 8 of these missiles on the USS Camden. None of them hit. So we eventually sank her, I think, with 2 Wakehoming torpedoes, and 1 was used for her escort, so now we're down to 5 Wakehomers. Not sure what we can do with her. She's in a position where she's so far away to help us over here against any Pakistani strike surface force. So we might, maybe like as a fun thing, just if we figure out where the carrier's at, somewhere out here, maybe we can try to see if we can get some Wakehomer hits on it. It's going to be a cool way to end the mission, or end the series. But the primary thing is to get this guy through to the finish line. So one of the things we can do, we'll tackle this ASW problem at the moment, is, well, before we start this, a lot of people ask, like, in the grand scheme of things, how do you know where to even put sonobuoys to search for a submarine, right? And this is a case where we don't need to know where the submarine is, per se. We just need to know where it isn't. So that sounds kind of weird, but I'll walk you through this really quick, so bear with me. Well, so if we go to unit reference, and then you can sort by countries, which is really nice. So you can kind of figure, the way that briefing was worded was that the subs will probably be Pakistani. If they're not, then we're kind of screwed. If we're going against like 2 American SSNs, we're done. So, but if we go by Pakistan, we search by submarines, we'll see they only have patrol subs, and the Albacora class and the Daphne class are basically the same thing, same weapons. One's just an escort of or export type of the Daphne class. So you'll see here they both have these E-15 torpedoes. They go 8 nautical miles. This other one we don't worry about. That's just an anti-submarine torpedo, and we don't plan on getting in engagements with our submarine and theirs. So now that we know the range of their torpedoes, we just got to map this out really quick. And we're going to pull out 8 nautical miles on the far west guy of the formation, and then the far east guy of the formation, pull out 8 nautical miles. Okay, so now if I look at this is our path. So I'm just going to draw with the ruler some lines here. And then I'll draw another one on the other side. Kind of parallel with the main path of our formation here. So that looks good. Now I can go ahead and delete the circles. No! That's alright. We'll do this. There we go. And then we can just draw this line out again. Oh, hold on, let's pause this. Looks like, I hate that it's like automatically switching to something else when I pull off of it. Alright, so this is our lane here, but it looks like we got ESM contact classified as hostile air, so we want to figure where that's at. Okay, so this, let's see, yeah, you can see the height changing, it's increasing. So this tells me that this guy like took off, and the carrier must be around here somewhere, because they both took off and are climbing in altitude. So the carrier must not be far behind him, so somewhere around here. So this is good news for us. We'll get this guy to periscope depth. We'll do a look around with the periscope and then the ESM mast and the radar mast. If nothing's around, then we'll go deep and we'll go full speed to the spot. The ship is, if the carrier strike group is probably moving some direction, so we'll have to, if I can pay attention, we'll have to monitor when new EM emissions come up, and then depending on, like, you'll see if they come down here and they start showing up down here, then I'll know that there's like a southerly track. If they're starting further up, then I'll know that we're going north. If they're becoming more spread out, then it's likely that they're going more west. And if they're becoming tighter and grouping, the ship's probably coming to the east towards us. So that's a quick and dirty how we can take a look at that stuff. All right, we are at the depth. We're going slow enough to raise this stuff. See if we get anything. Another thing too to watch for is the speed here. The Americans have subsonic attack aircraft, so if I see something going like 800 or 900 knots or something like that, that leads me to believe that that's a Tomcat going full speed. So I don't have to worry that it's going to bomb my ships. I just have to worry it's going to shoot down helicopters or my yaks. So, okay, it doesn't look like there's nothing around us, so we can drop that down, go very deep, and not picking up any sonar contacts. So I think we're pretty safe to just start running over here. In fact, let's put it in line like that and kind of see. We'll monitor the situation, see how that carrier group is moving, if it can go any direction. Okay, back to this. Little detour. Sorry, that was very important that we did that, because I want to try to kill the carrier with wakehomers. I think that'd be pretty epic. Yeah, so we don't, if the submarines are like, if we looked at the briefing, there might be out here, they might be out here. If they are, then I don't care, right? Because my goal is to just cross this finish line. So as long as I can make a buoy pattern that kind of fills this area and keeps me monitoring it, then if I don't find the submarine, that's great. I just need to know that it's not in this lane that I'm going to be traveling. And the lane is wide enough that as long as I catch the submarine on the fringes of it, they cannot get in torpedo range of my ships. In fact, that's at max torpedo range. They're going to want to close a little bit to make sure that they can get a better chance at hitting us. So if we can really monitor this area, then we're good. So we'll keep the we'll probably stay at MCON for our surface radars and our air search radar. Once we get indication that there's an air raid coming, in fact, if we keep watching those EM emissions get closer, then we'll kick on the air search radar, and then we'll just go surface search on as well. For now, we'll just make sure we get our active sonars out. This guy just has a hull mounted active sonar. We'll see if this guy is the one that got a couple harpoon hits. We'll see if their sonar actually works. Okay, the VDS is coming out. And, okay, so their sonar is working at least, so. And they can fire RBUs, but ideally we're going to use our helicopter, so let's get them all prepped here. So we can launch the ASW Hunter. Let's see what we got here. So for our Yaks, we only have four were shot down in the previous mission. Once again, the persistence is what makes it so cool. You losing things has consequences, so we only got 4 aircraft. We can put them into air-to-air loadout and just ready them. I'm not going to launch them yet. We'll launch our KA-25TS, and then we'll... this guy's a hunter. We already have 1 hunter up, or that's going to launch from Petropavlovsk, so we're going to abort that and then change it to killer. So what I'm going to end up doing is, while the helicopter from this guy takes off and starts laying their buoy pattern out, the 2 helicopters from the roll-on roll-off carrier here, I'm just going to have them go investigate contacts around here, use their radars and that kind of stuff, and then if we detect a submarine with the sonobuoys, then we'll use the killer that should be already in the air to get them. If not, we also got RBUs from Petropavlovsk, so we can use those too. They're pretty deadly against a Daphne class. We used one in Mission 3, which was Lifeline at the edge of the world or something like that. So pretty cool mission. All around persistence campaign. Persistence in the campaign is what's making this thing super fun. In that mission, I had killed destroyers, I think, in the previous mission, destroyers or frigates, and that made it so I didn't have to deal with them in Mission 3, and I just got to do strictly ASW mission, which was super cool and fun. We got to kill a US sub and a couple of the South African ones. Okay, so I think we got the plan all laid out here. In fact, let's make sure we're going as fast as we can. So the sea state, I think, is not that good. We look at the environment. Yeah, so we're at 5 right now. A Daphne sub is going to have a hard time finding us at range, so I don't care if we're loud. In fact, they're going to have a hard time keeping up with us if we go fast. But obviously we're limited because some of these guys are broken. Like this guy can only do 13.6, and yeah. So this guy, this guy is going to be our main anti-surface shooter against decent ships. Got good range there with that missile, the Sepal. 780 knots, can go 248 nautical miles, so definitely outranges a harpoon or anything like that. I don't know what the Pakistanis have. I think if we go to the Reese reference, I think it's going to be like World War II style destroyers. That's kind of what we dealt with yeah, the battle class, C class. So that we won't waste our missiles on that. We can, or these missiles on that. We can use Petropavlovsk's SAN-3 should do it with a couple hits. All right, we got our helicopters up, so I'm going to start laying the buoy pattern and that kind of stuff, and then we'll pick it up when things develop. All right, we started putting out our buoy pattern, and then we've got this contact that briefly came in at 27 knots. So this to me is quite indicative of a surface combatant. This guy's going a normal speed. It could be a slow-moving surface combatant, but it could also be a merchant. So he's just might be a merchant that's like coincidentally going through our path, but also because it's pointing towards us, I'm not going to discount it completely. This guy was a merchant identified by this helicopter, so we'll fly out to this guy, and I'm going to use my spy vessel here to go intercept this dude. So if I look with the ruler, I can pull out 27 nautical miles. We'll adjust this a little better here. Okay, so in 1 hour, he's going to be at 4:27. He's going to be over here. So if I speed up, I'm going to see if I could basically intercept him and then get visual confirmation of what he is. With these spy ships, it's pretty neat. It's kind of like when you play the game and you're going against them, you have to get super close to identify that they're actually a spy vessel. That's definitely hostile, yeah. So we'll get there in time, because he'll be here at 4:30. So yeah, we're pretty. Oh, let's adjust the course. Actually, its course is changing a bit. Yeah, we'll let that go for now, and then we'll sit there and wait to see. So you can see here with the buoy pattern, I'm basically putting it on the fringes of the lane that we need to be in, and the one in the center. And this should be, we shouldn't use all our sonobuoys, so we'll have some left over to prosecute something if we find it. If not, like I said, we don't necessarily need to know where the submarine is, we just need to know where it isn't. So as long as it isn't in here, I don't care. I'd like to kill the submarine if I see it, but if I don't find it, I'm not going to go out and search for it, because the mission is that we need to transit through here and get to this one spot. So it looks like, ooh, okay. We have some more EM emissions, and that's another surface combatant, probably going 26 knots like that. Okay. I think we'll come up this way, and then we'll raise our altitude. Go to 1,000 feet. We really have to identify this guy. If I can just stick the spy trawler on him, that'd be pretty cool, because then I can just watch him to see if he launches anything. Got big, very large radar echo, so it can be like a destroyer or cruiser, or it could just be a merchant, large merchant. These guys going this direction is kind of suspect. And of course our submarine is cruising along. It's going to take forever to get there. Oh, ESM contacts. Oh, some aircraft. You know what I should do is probably bring this guy up to periscope depth periodically and take a look with his ESM mast and stuff. Alright, let's slow him down to 1/3. Oh, classified as hostile air. Oh, look at that, California class. That's a problem for us. You can see here, this guy has the 2 one-armed bandits. So I think that those can fire harpoons, but of course they also have the Mark 141 launcher. So they got one there, and they got one midships. So let's take a look at their unit reference. Yeah, it's saying that they got 8 harpoons, or sorry, 16 harpoons. So, and then look at this, 160 anti-aircraft missiles. That's tough. We need to kill this guy. I'm gonna salvo launch all these 8 missiles, and there's a chance that, like, there's absolutely a great chance that, like, those 2 one-armed bandits are gonna destroy all those missiles. So we'll cross our fingers here. We at least have to try. You can see she's already within harpoon range. I don't think she knows who we are yet, so we're not gonna turn stuff on, but actually I guess we should. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I have the AGI here, but I don't know that it can see, can't visually see if this guy's launching anything. So alright, the genie is out of the bottle, so everybody will go to air search, surface search. This guy, I think we're gonna break off and go be a missile sponge. Let's head right towards the California. Okay, we are near the surface here at ESM. Got some contact here. That's probably a merchant. Ooh, we got aircraft. 145 knots. Oh, ETC. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'll just draw a circle. And that's not necessarily their path, but I think most of them will circle around. E2Cs tend to just orbit somewhere. I'm not saying that that's what this guy's doing here, but this will help me kind of just remember that I saw an E2 over here somewhere. Alright, these guys are definitely Tomcats because they are going 913 knots. So an A7, an A6, an S3 Viking, they're not going to be going that fast. So they're probably going after one of my my helicopters. They probably see the helicopter. So we can expect them to get chucking their Phoenix missiles at us. I don't know if they have, I think their loadouts can be like 1 or 4 or 6. If there's multiple Tomcats with 6 Phoenix missiles or even 4 Phoenix missiles and 2 Sparrows, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough to deal with. Of course, this is why I'm not going to launch my Yaks until these guys get shot down. What I can do actually is try to bait the Tomcats to be stupid and maybe they're going after this guy, actually. This guy hasn't accelerated, so it's probably a merchant. I just gotta get eyes on it. Well, we might have to cut that short, because those Tomcats are gonna get over here pretty quickly. Alright, we're well within, like, radar range of this thing. Oh. Yeah, it looks like the California's engaging all those missiles right now. I gotta watch this, but I also have to watch this, because if this guy's hostile, I'm gonna lose my helicopter. Oh, something gonna get through? No, they're getting shot down. Yeah, like I said, all those missiles I expect to get shot down. Okay. Alright, let's see, I see something off in the distance there. I want some bino views in this game. Okay, that's a tanker, so we can call this a merchant. For neutral, there we go. Okay, well now you can fly this way and go identify those guys. Actually, no, we're gonna have to bin that idea for now. So I'm moving these guys waypoints to the backside of the formation here. So the idea is that I can get the Tomcats to chase them, and when they chase them, they're gonna have to fly over the formation, and assuming these guys don't get nuked by the Phoenix missiles, they'll get shot down by the ships. California is looking like there's no problem, so none of those missiles hit. That's what I expected. We're gonna have to weather the salvo of harpoons that'll definitely come our way eventually. She must not know where we're at the moment, because we're within harpoon range. We can only hope this guy can get to his sacrificial position. Hate to do it to you, bud, but you have drawn the shortest straw. Alright. This campaign is pretty sweet. We've got... Alright, let's go very deep again. Go very fast. Actually, you know what, maybe... I wonder if, because the E2 is here, that the ships actually are moving south or southeast or something. No, we'll keep it going for now, where we have it, I guess. The Yaks I've got, I can't use to go against California. You see what she did with, like, missiles going 700 plus knots. She would absolutely slaughter Yaks with dumb bombs on them, especially if there's only 4 of them. Like, we don't have the combat mass to go against something like that. We probably can go against... If these are like the World War II destroyers, we can probably go against them, because they won't have anything like missiles to just knock these Yaks out of the sky. So I think we'll pick it up when either we get engagement range with these guys, or the Tomcats slaughter my 2 helicopters that are running for their lives. We got radar echoes. They're going at normal speed. 6 knots. So there might be combatants and merchants out here, I don't know. We'll have to take a look. This guy's eventually going to bump into them. Yeah, there's... It's possible those guys that were going 26 knots slowed down because they're like in line with each other. That looks pretty suspect. You don't really see that in merchants unless you're... Oh, yeah, this is a formation of 3. This has got to be. It's rare that you would see 3 merchants like that, you know, unless you're like in a traffic separation scheme or something where there's just a million ships everywhere. Okay. Ooh. They're getting radio communications indicating that Enterprise is ordered to launch an Alpha Strike against us. They will be airborne in 15 minutes, and they are going to be 400 nautical miles west of us, so... Okay. Well... Oh, hello. What is this? Okay, so this I know immediately is a whale. So I've got a video on that if you don't know why I know that, but the quick and dirty is that the depth right here is 2 feet. If this was a legit submarine, he would not be at 2 feet. If he was at 2 feet for whatever reason, we would also pick him up on radar, and then we would engage him on the surface. So I just know that this is a whale that's come up for air. What I'm going to do is leave a marker here, and next time I see a pop-up contact kind of around there, then I'll know that I don't really have to worry about it because I've seen that it's a whale. That is the very fast way to identify a whale. These guys are... This is a hostile set of ships, I can tell you right now. What I think I'm going to do is actually... I think we got time to do... We'll abort this and then we'll change these guys to... We got 3 ships out there, so let's do 3 anti-ship. And then... just launch them, I guess. So in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I think we have time to get those yaks up, drop bombs on each of those ships, assuming they're all 3 hostile, which I think they are. They were all kind of in line with each other. They seem to be separating now and increasing speed. Go after them, and then these guys are still going like F-14s. 953 knots, that is fast. Yeah, if we can get those yaks up, blow these guys up really quickly. Yeah, look how fast they're going. This definitely. Ooh. They are firing an AIM 54 at one of these helicopters here. That was strange. I wonder what they were doing. Alright. Whoa, what are they firing at? I have no idea why they're doing that. That is bizarre. He just fired his AIM 54. Let's see if they got any more left. We're gonna pull the yaks off here for now, and then they'll bait these F-14s. Hopefully keep them occupied. Now the strike group, we're going to have to adjust here. We're going to have to tell them to go weapons free so that they'll actually shoot at these things once they get in range. The primary shoot is going to be this SAN-3 goblets, 30 nautical miles, so they are getting close. They're at 42 at the moment. These helicopters are on the deck. They seem distracted. Hopefully they go after the yaks. Yeah, they must not have any more Phoenix missiles. They probably have that loadout where there's like one of them on there. Yeah. That is not a good loadout. But I'm happy for it. Okay, we got the SAN-3s launching. That's good. Okay, let's see if we can save our helicopters here. Nope, that doesn't look like a good shot. Oh, maybe, no. No, that doesn't look good. Oh, maybe, oh, oh, yep, not good. Okay, very quickly, you need to go back to engaging this fool. Okay, see this other one going towards the wingman. Nope, okay. Man, this guy is 987 knots diving down towards the helicopter. Come on. Damn. Let's pull this guy over. They have to be really aggressive with their missiles because yeah, these will get decoyed or fail. And okay, one F-14's down. Great. Alright, they're really after the caliber flight here. Come on, man. Get this stupid fighter. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh, that's good. Yes. Okay, now the yaks can go do their job. Freaking A. Oh, is this gonna hit the carcass? Right before it hits the water. I love it. Okay, what do we got here? We'll keep this guy up. Alright, those guys can go identify that stuff while we... Man, this... We'll verify that these are not merchants, but they don't seem like they are. Got new ASM contact, where's that? Okay. Alright, so... They might be trending like towards us or going south. At least some component of south. So... Pull this down now. They're gonna do that. Let's go further south. Okay. Still haven't been shot at by California. So this is really neat that we got more aircraft coming up. Yeah, they're almost at their final stage of cruise, so it's probably further back, might suspect. Bro, speed up. Got a war to get to. Okay, so we gotta start using our little fake binos. Pull this through the contact. So this guy. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, we see him right there. Look at that warship. Those aren't. I don't know what. Okay, they're not shooting missiles, but they are shooting 5-inch or 76 mil or something. Okay, so this guy. Caliber flight. We're gonna do individual, and then 1-1's gonna go after this guy who's hostile. 1-2 is gonna go after this guy. Oh no, actually go after him, not don't investigate. And then 3 going to go after him. Yeah, they're all 3. You can see that pretty clearly that they're shooting at us. Hopefully, they don't get shot down. You got a lot of. I'm assuming 5-inch. These are what, gearings? Oh, that's getting really close. Damn, look at that. Nice. Ooh, this other one's doomed. Look at that climb, that's awesome. There we go. Alright, that one. Yep. Doomed. This guy is so late to the game. What's going on, bro? Oh, this guy is... You're looking at the wrong plane, buddy. Shooting at the guys going outbound. Oh. Oh, man. Somebody got hit. Damn. Is there any ejection? No, it doesn't look like it. It's okay. He's going to be avenged. Yep. Oh, he's still alive, though. Damn, that is a lot of 5-inch. Alright, dude, get super low and get super fast. Jeez. It's like they're pissed off or something. Wow. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal. We lost one yak, we got 3, so 3 left. Do we have any, oh, there are distress beacons. Oh, those are the, from the gearing. Sorry, we won't pick them up just yet. I think the next major challenge, of course, is California firing at us. If we could weather their harpoon salvos, or absorb them through our missile sponge, then I think we got a pretty good chance of beating this mission and just getting across that finish line. You see the helicopters still putting out the buoys. We haven't picked up anything else. In fact, I don't know why this guy's going this way anymore. We don't need to worry about that direction. I think, what are these guys doing? Okay, so they're launching more Tomcats at us. Well, I guess I can keep them out here as bait. We'll just have them pretty high up. I say pretty high, about 1,000 feet, so he can dive quickly to the deck if he needs to dodge Phoenix missiles. Yeah, this guy we can recover as well. Actually, no, we want to keep him up in case we find a submarine. Yeah, this is super neat. I didn't really know this, but like you can get pretty close to these guys and they won't do anything to you. We're 4 nautical miles away and they can't see that we're a hostile. So we'll just shadow and parallel. Eventually they're going to overtake us because they're going like 29 knots and we can only make, I think when we're going in a straight line, we can only go like 11 or 12 knots. So, but at least we can see if they're going to launch harpoons for a little bit. Eventually we'll lose that capability. Yeah, see that's a whale there. So I'll move that marker over. And yeah, now this lane is clear of surface threats, at least. There's a surface contact out here, but I'm assuming that's a merchant because it's already in the territorial waters. So I'm going to disregard that. Yeah, we'll pick this up when either the Tomcats arrive or when, say we find a submarine maybe, or California launches. And I think that's probably going to be the next thing because they're getting really close. Alright, she's starting her salvo now. Look at the California is firing at us with, I think, 8 harpoons. I was lucky to detect that because I had my little spy ship out here, so we at least know it's coming. So we will prepare our forces. Hopefully she's wasting missiles on this guy, but she might not. We'll have to go turn up this way. It looks like, Well, before some of those missiles dropped off, they were kind of heading up this way. So might be going after the Varyag. Which won't be good, because she only has 16 SAN-1s. Yeah, the persistence really screws you if you mess up in other missions. This one would have been cool to use at full capacity, like more air defense, and then also we got the Styx missiles. We can try to run out there and fire 4 of them at the California, but nope. We gotta make do with what we got. So this guy... Yeah, they're kind of going on there. So I'm figuring... Well, I should probably take a peek, actually. Let's go back up. I was figuring because the Tomcat was going faster early on, perhaps the strike package is behind them. So I was kind of using this as a marker of where the strike package kind of is between the carrier and us. Let's put a marker out there. Okay, those harpoons probably going to come to light pretty soon. Go to weapons free for everybody. Not that it matters with missiles. It only matters with aircraft. And if you have a setting toggled in the options, it can also matter for surface ships. But if you have weapons tight and a missile's inbound, the ship will still fire at it. All right. Okay, you know what I think we'll do? We gotta slow down so we don't break anything. Oh, hostile missile. Here it comes. Yeah, going after the Varyag, that's what I was thinking. Oh, they're kind of spread out everywhere. Yeah, there's some out there, obviously, and oh boy. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, there's probably one more coming in somewhere. Oh man. Oh, you know, this is kind of working out, I guess. The missiles seem to be going after Petropavlovsk or the roll-on, roll-off carrier, so they're kind of being in a funnel between Varyag, this Ognavoy, and of course Petropavlovsk. So that's pretty good. We definitely want to defeat this missile, though. Yeah, so they're going through this channel of missile fire. Look at that. 4 missiles going off. That's awesome. Really need to focus on this one, though. Come on. Yeah, we got one missile beaming towards it, I think. Ooh, missed. Another SA-8 launch. Missed. So she's gonna eat a missile. Yep. Oh, one of the SAN-1s got through and hit the ship because they were targeting the missile. Ooh, that was a late hit miss. Oh boy. Nice. Okay, we took a harpoon hit there. And then another SAN-1 hit. Jeez. Okay. Yep. Not much you can do. Here she is, just completely clean of damage. Ah, boy. This guy has to survive, so... Looks like we got aircraft up there. Let's do ESM. Ooh, they got a lot of aircraft coming in. See if we can monitor what these aircraft types are. Yeah, this is not a sight you want to see. Two of the ships here are burning. Missile sponge didn't work. They were too close, and these guys are just too big compared to those other compared to the Varyag and the Ognivoy. Okay, we got an A7 attack aircraft. What are these, A6s? Oh shit. Okay, so these guys have harpoons on them, of course. I'm gonna see if I could try to bait them actually. Let's just go surface. I'll see if any of these aircraft like divert. That's what maybe I should turn my radar is going, so make sure I'm banging away with the radar to let people know I'm here. If I can get these guys to divert. Oh, these guys are turning. Holy cow. Holy cow. Did they do it? They did. Did all of them do it? No, those guys are still going. Oh, well, at least two of them took the bait. So let's not stay on the surface anymore. Let's go, I guess, below the layer. Above the layer is fine. So a handful of those guys still have their harpoons, but some did not. Oh, we got class hostile missiles, yep. Yeah, she's having a hard time. Cool, I got the harpoon. Hostile air, yeah, I got the A7s coming in. I don't think that we can... Yeah, we probably can't do air ops right now. See if they can launch, but I doubt it. Yeah, this damage is just too great. This guy goes super low. Here we go. Nice. Oh, they got their little walleyes off. I think, let's see here. Ooh. Oh man, if this guy gets hit, they're done, because that's a big bomb. Yeah. Yep. They were the missile sponge. They took a bomb. Guided bomb. We're just gonna maneuver this guy. Ziggy zag. Zigzag, zigzag. Alright. That actually worked. That's pretty funny. Okay, good. I thought it was going to that actually. Okay. Well, we got guys that can go out and actually rescue Ugnavoy survivors. Oh, more Tomcats coming in. Oh, they already checked a Phoenix, I guess. Let's take another look with this guy. Actually go to the surface. I want to see if we can bait more jets. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Let's get this stuff all up. Ooh. There are aircraft around. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. Let's go very deep. Let's go ahead flank. Alright, let's see if we get this Tomcat. Nope, that's gonna miss. Yep. Damn. Oh no, that's aim 9? Yeah, this you can't dodge those things. No chaff flare. Yeah, he's gonna get hit. Oh, oh boy. That was lucky. Oh, thank goodness. Only 4 SAN-1s left. Okay, you're full, go land. Ooh, we got some more A6 aircraft. Are they all... Okay, looks like they all don't have harpoons. What about this guy? That guy as well. I wonder, I'm guessing they all wasted it on this dude. Man. Those ships owe this submarine a beer. That was pretty nuts. I love it. So close to Silex range. At least they got their engines going again. That's good. Is there anything else I can fix? No, everything else is destroyed. Damn. Okay, we'll just have to deal with it. Alright, we'll see if our Sam can take care of her. She might be going after Petropavlovsk. This guy only has 3 missiles left. Oops, let's make sure we do a salvo 8 on this guy. Nice, good hit. A6 is going down. Okay, let's see if we can get this flight going around and then hopefully go out towards these guys. Cut the corner here. Why are they zigzagging like that? Oh, Varya, get out of the way. You're really not going to be able to do much. Yeah, we have to close within 8.6 nautical miles to use the guns, and that is not happening. Alright, these guys are going to go against formation orders, rules of engagement, weapons free. Okay, let's see. Go after that guy. Go after that guy. Go after that guy. We can get those things downed, then I don't really care if the Tomcat gets these guys. It's whatever. Target is too far. We should be close to firing. We should be close. I think the Phoenix was fired at one of these guys. This must be another Tomcat, yep. I think they're setting them up in pairs, which is pretty funny. Ooh, okay, here it comes. Alright, that's the massive bombers right there. The A6s are all over there. As that's going down. Ooh, nice. Nice. 2 hits. Just need to get that guy. Good hit. Good. Alright, close after. Okay, the whole flight basically needs to go after this Tomcat. Let's get this guy. If we can kill him, we can run back home. That'd be nice. Before that other Tomcat gets in the fray. This is a great result. Freaking absolutely save these ships. Oh, he's only got 2 missiles left and he's got guns. Versus all of us with a bunch of missiles. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, that's been decoyed, I think. Yeah, I guess one of the yaks got shot down. Okay. All right. Okay, now the brawl begins. This is gonna be. It's gonna be hard. This guy's gonna start opening up on us with their SM-1s. Do I have any more yaks? I don't think so. See if I could sneak a helicopter in there and bomb them. That's not happening. These things fire way too fast. Okay. No way. I was gonna say, like, that is nuts if we get a second missile hit on that thing. Second missile fired actually makes it. Like, it's likely like the whole salvo of 8 will just get shot down, but we'll have him burn through his magazine. My gosh, they are these These yaks are getting slaughtered. Oh, they're done. That guy's gonna get shot down by the F-14. If not, the California will get her. Oh man. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Please frickin' shut these launchers up. Okay, that one's going. This one seems stuck. Oh, this is a good break. We definitely needed this. We were not going to survive if she didn't take a hit. Oh, both launchers are going still. Damn. Hopefully those fires spread. Caliber flight actually might be an unknowing decoy. Yeah, she's getting targeted, I think, as well. Oh, this is a good result. We just hopefully can take advantage of it and get some more hits in. You know, it looks like she couldn't fire any more missiles. Ooh, man. Oh, jeez. This is great. We're out of Silex missiles, but I think that this guy is out of the fight. In fact, if this caliber 3-1 makes it, let's rearm him with anti-ship bombs and just go finish her really quick at low altitude. Before she can fix her launchers. Let's see if this guy RTBs. Flight deck, let's get this guy ready. Oh, you know what? Can I actually use the helicopter to go bomb? No, the guns, if they're working, that one looks like it might still work. We'll give it a test run with the yak, and if the test run works, then we can use the helicopter as well. Okay, come on. Yep, we just gotta get the yak going with the anti-ship. This is a priority mission. Ooh, there's Tomcats over there as well. Oh, she can fire missiles again. Oh no, that was a gun. Okay. Finish her. Yes. Perfect. Oh man, she's done. This mission is a success now because of her. Let's check our flight deck here. Okay, let's get our ASW Hunter up again. So we are just going to finish searching this lane. We can also work backwards as well, just to make sure nothing creeps in behind the roll-on, roll-off carrier. But yeah, I don't think so, because we did clear this out as we came up. So cool. I think we'll take a break here until we find anything or another air attack comes in. If that does, then I'm telling you right now we're screwed, but hopefully it's done for the air strikes right now. We'll check in with the submarine soon as well. Okay, well, I was in the middle of trying to send the AGI ship to go pick up the California shipwrecked crew members, and it looks like we made it across the finish line there. So it says, victory, we've reached the Indian territorial waters and successfully escaped. The Americans will not violate the Indian neutrality and risk bringing them into war on our side. So we can now set course for Cochin and more at the Indian Naval Fleet Base. The presence here will continue to fix many NATO Navy assets in the theater, achieving our campaign strategic objectives. Strike Group Molniya's mission is complete. Nice. So it says, thank you for playing Strike Group Molniya campaign. Want to continue expanding the storyline? Create your own missions and campaigns using Sea Power's mission editor and campaign tools. We look forward to the community extending this story to Jurassic Games teams. teams. Yeah, that was pretty. This campaign was freaking awesome, and I hope to see the users out there that are really talented go on with the persistence, because the persistence in the weapons, the persistence in the damage states, and the persistence in what you do in one mission actually can modify how difficult the follow-on missions may be. I think that's really neat, because what I was worried about turned out to not be a problem, because a lot of times when you're making a set of missions, there's always going to be like swarm after swarm after swarm of enemies. But at least in the persistent campaign, not only is the damage persistent on your side, but if you actually take out the enemy ships in one mission, they otherwise would linger and be around in the second mission that comes after. So if you sink them in the first one, you don't have to deal with them in the second one, which is really neat. Instead of just putting another swarm of little frigates or destroyer ships out there for you to slaughter. So I really enjoy that, and I really think that the community is going to come up with some cool persistent missions, and I look forward to playing them. So I think we will cut the video here. We'll end it. Look at this, what we got here. Oops, let's go to exit just so we can see this here. Yeah, man, that was a close one. The Silex missiles from our very wounded Petropavlovsk was a game changer. If we didn't have those hits to kind of weaken her to the point where she can be finally taken out by a yak, the one lone yak we had left, we were probably gonna have more problems, because it didn't look like she was letting up chasing us. So that worked out really well. It worked out really well using the I did not think that the A6s would just drop their harpoons if I baited them with the submarine. That was really funny to see. I'm glad it worked, because that definitely saved us. And then also the Yaks had a great attack, destroying them with their cluster bombs still on their racks. Of course, they got slaughtered by F-14s, but we took out a few. And yeah, we lost Ognevoy, which, she was, I had already written her off because she was already damaged with the 2 harpoon hits before in the previous mission, so, it's whatever. Of course, Petropavlovsk was hit pretty badly, and the Ro-Ro carrier, she, I think, could only do like 6 or 10 knots or something. She couldn't go really fast anymore. So yeah, that was fun. What I think I'll end up doing, and I'll make another video, because I still want to actually keep playing. Now you can see here the Ro-Ro carries at 4 knots, so she's cruising along pretty slowly. So I've got the helicopter coming back here to check on her flanks and stuff for submarines, but I don't suspect the submarine's going to be, they'll be off here somewhere or something. They're not crossing our lane for whatever reason. I will be sure. And then I'm going to go pick up the survivors, which you can see right over there, kind of in the distance. We're approaching them. We'll pick them all up so that they're not in the water. And then I think we're good, but I'll make another video, because I'm going to want to play this out and see if I could actually find the carrier and sink it. And I might get slaughtered, so we'll see, because this submarine's probably not terribly quiet, and I have to keep the speed up to even try for a hopeful intercept, because the carrier striker can travel pretty quickly. So of course that's making a lot of noise, and eventually that will be found out by the enemy. But I've got 5 Waycombers, so I'll see if I can put them to use. But anyways, this was Shadow of the Enterprise, and the final mission for the dynamic campaign for Strike Group Molniya. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a great campaign to play through. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get to them as soon as possible. I'll see you next one. Bye.